Good morning, Park Hill UCC congregants and community. October is Clergy Appreciation Month, and we just wanted to take some time to appreciate the 4 members of our clergy team that have worked so hard through the pandemic, the fires, the floods, the hurricanes, and the election year. I'm going to begin by thanking Jeremy. We are so fortunate to have Jeremy Shaver as a member of our clergy staff. Jeremy is all about things social justice and all things youth. Combining the 2 passions, he has developed an incredible education and outreach program. What a model for our youth and for all members of our congregation and community. Jeremy, we are very aware of changes you have had to make in this time of COVID. Your daily reflections come from your heart, come from your own questions and concerns in our current state of being. By sharing of yourself, we have all had the experience of understanding that you are expressing our own thoughts and feelings. I always feel less alone after your daily reflections. You continue to participate in Sunday services as well as provide a visual Sunday school. You have found creative ways to adapt to the new visual church, and we appreciate your willingness to be open to learning the new necessary technologies. Importantly, you've held the youth groups together, providing visual and in-person gatherings, fully masked and socially distanced. When the COVID first began changing our lives, you traveled many miles to deliver activity bags to all of your students. We appreciate you as a member of a clergy and as a man filled with faith, compassion, belief, and knowledge. Thank you, Jeremy. Terry Bowen. Terry, you are a woman of conviction, faith, heart, and mind. As our minister of congregant care, you have touched so many of our lives in personal, meaningful ways. You know our stories and circumstances, and you give us care and comfort. From preaching your spirited sermons to updating the weekly prayer requests, coordinating the care connectors during the pandemic, sharing the daily reflections, participating in the women's support group, leading the monthly book club, and now the P2 prayer group, your gifts and talents for energetic and wise leadership are so evident. You juggle multiple roles with enthusiasm, candor, and grace. Always seeking to put your faith into practice, you never fail to see the divine in everyday, ordinary manifestations of God. For all you give and all you are, we thank you. You are indeed a blessing.
Good morning, Park Hill. It's good to be with you on this pleasant, wonderful fall Sunday, Clergy Appreciation Month. You heard from Shari Wilkins, who honored 2 of our pastoral team, Terry Bowen and Jeremy Shaver, for all of their wonderful works. I have the honor of telling you, please join me in recognizing Billy Busby. Ever since I can remember, Billy has been pumping those pipes in the church, much to the glory of the music that we can hear inside the sanctuary. She continues through this pandemic with our Sunday services, the beautiful music that we hear, the songs that we get to sing collectively over Zoom or Facebook. But importantly, she's connected with us every week on her Thursday organ recitals that honor various African American composers and others throughout the pandemic. I look forward every Thursday to hearing Billy on the organ and watching her feet move back and forth on those pedals, wishing I could hear the pipes in the sanctuary. But there will be a day when we can listen directly with Billy and her music. I also get to see Billy from time to time when WHI, the Women's Homeless Initiative, organizes lunches for our guests that are now seeking shelter in downtown Denver. Just last week, Billy joined in with many other people and delivered 10 lunches for us to take down to our guests. Please join me in giving Billy a round of applause remotely from our living room couches or wherever you may be. Last but not at all least is Pastor David. I have just been amazed at the pivoting that he has done and has led the pastoral team in doing from the end of February, first part of March, every day. The reflections that he's organized, the Sunday services that went quickly online and worked out all the kinks. Continued very much with all of the regular meetings that we were enjoying before. Lectionaries, the women's group, the men's group. His leadership has been invaluable through this time. I appreciate very much his continued efforts in our seeking racial and gender equality in our communities, walking a straight and narrow and level road through this very tumultuous time. His leadership and guidance is truly, truly immeasurable and invaluable. Park Hill 2.0, what a vision that we have to move forward into this digital age and to continue our work across the United States from coast to coast. We couldn't have done it without David. The last thing that I have enjoyed so much since the beginning of the month is the 40 days of prayer before the election. Every morning I go to my computer and pull up the day's prayer. It helps to center, give us some guidance for that day and how we can approach these very, very challenging times. And I know it was through his leadership that we have these opportunities and these resources available to us. And we look forward to continuing the journey with David and the rest of the team together. Please enjoy the month of being appreciated, but every day we appreciate our pastoral team.